Maybe I should move my my microphone over. There we go. Let me just turn on some music because I know that my last stream got demonetized, which is what I was expecting because I wanted to have dwarf music going. So I can't do that every time, so I have to put on some in-game music this time around. There you go. Has to be on 50, otherwise it's an uneven number. So, welcome to today's stream. Today we're going to be leveling my Holy Paladin, which is going to be this little dwarf here. We have been leveling it for a couple of levels, or a couple of streams it's called. But I'm not sure if we did it 2 streams ago, so some people might not know this, since my last stream got demonetized. So, we're going to be leveling this guy here. I love the grandpa hair. I don't know. Of all the hair you could choose for a dwarf, for some reason this really speaks to me. Maybe I'm secretly hoping to lose my hair once I get older. Who knows? So with that, I'm just gonna go... What is that Mog? That is one of those typical I love classic Mogs. Man, that's brutal. I'm just gonna go ahead and queue up. Dwarves are so slow, he says. Oh, he's checking me out. He's flexing. Can I do it? I don't know, it's funny. I've never seen there's banners hanging in here. He's throwing stuff at me. Oh no, I'm covered in spiders. I never noticed there's banners in here. Is that always a thing? Must be. So what I can do now is I need to find a way, or like a place that I want to start questing in between these queues. And I haven't done Darkshire yet, what I remember. All my add-ons in the way. Yeah. Make sure we accept all the quest lines. Here we go. So where is this one? There. Oh, no, don't go that way. Guys. I was just following lead. Okay, so we have to go to the right. Guys. Left. It's so funny, like every single time I get into this dungeon, I always forget it's this one, and I walk into that place, get killed. I was setting up add-ons, is my excuse. So I don't feel too bad about it. Just see, yeah, you can see the damage meters, fine. I don't really have any really good utilities or abilities right now, because low level and everything. It's really loud. I'll turn down the audio a little bit. This is one of those situations where having Cygor is a really good add-on. Because, if you don't know the strategies, although you don't really need to know it for these classic ones, when it comes to BFA ones, it's really nice to have it. Because it just shows everything I need to know. I can step into a raid, not having done any reading on the boss strategies, and with this Cygor guide, I know exactly what I need to do. Pretty awesome. Why am I not placing my beacon on him? Because I'm an idiot, clearly. I'm second to top damage. I'm not even trying. I'm messing around while I'm doing this. Oh, really? There's a chest here? Awesome. Let's see what's in it. Oh, we got loot. I wasn't really knowing what I was expecting. Could have been something else. It could just have been consumables. Do some AoE as a healer. There's just something really awesome in seeing that I'm second highest damage. Do I need to loot anything from these? No. I don't know what quests I accepted. I know I need to kill something. Where are you? There you go. Did I just use it on the boss? I was trying to. Because you have your, what is it called? Holy Shock. You can use it on enemies or you can use it on allies. And in some cases, I like to use it on enemies. I often also take myself, you know, just sort of catch myself healing party members, even though they're full health, which is kind of a waste. I also tried to think, like, why is Paladin healers so fun? Because, to me on paper, Paladin healers kind of seem a bit slow compared to some other healers. Just take a druid, for example, or a monk. Like, you have to wait to do one single target heal. And I came to the conclusion that the reason it's fun is because you have really powerful one-time healing abilities. Instead of having to, like, AoE everyone constantly to keep them alive, I can just do it one time with the Paladin and then they just, like, stay alive. I think that's kind of cool. Oh, enemy. There you go. Nothing. Nothing. Guess we have to go on. Why are people running back? I tried to look up something funny today. I heard someone mention Smosh. You know that those YouTubers that were like a big thing back in the days. I don't know if they're still a big thing. I looked them up just to sort of see, are they still a thing? And apparently Anthony, one of the guys from there, he left Smosh a long time ago. What are they doing? There's something here we need? There's no boss on the map. Let's continue. I want to see. People are asking if we have to go up here, and we don't. Well, he killed himself. Have to step outside the danger zones. Are we killing a boss or something? Why are we going up here? Go back down. Wait. Oh wait, he's still dead. He's still dead. Sorry. I didn't see it. Ah, okay. He was just laying there. What are they doing? We ended up the same way. They just took the complicated route, I guess. But it is kind of fun. I've never seen what's that direction. And thanks for the like, by the way. I do notice that type of thing. Earlier today, Whoa, okay. Well, people, you have to, like, sort of lead him out of the stuff in the ground that can kill us. Because if he stays in there, we stay in there too. Tank? This is so weird. Okay. Kill those AoE things. Hey, got something. A neck item. Way better. Wait. Oh no, okay. It did tell me to switch. So now we're going this way, right? Yeah, we're going this way. You're right. The right way. Oh no, I'm not top DPS anymore. I just noticed. Guess the boss fights are better for the others. As soon as it comes to AoE, I do better. I'm not struggling. You can move faster. And then it would be appropriate if I started struggling. I think for Shadowlands, my fiance and I are going to be playing a character together that is going to be on the Horde side. Which I think is interesting. We don't usually play Horde, so it's going to be a new experience. She got Shadowlands, I think, a couple of days ago. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I think it was yesterday. No, it was the day before yesterday, yeah. She ended up spending the boost on a Horde character, which is not what she usually plays, or me for that matter. So she wanted to play a rogue. So I'm guessing we're going to be playing rogues together in Shadowlands, which is kind of nice. When it comes to the Horde side, at least. Is this a... Oh, this is a boss. Right. And I actually remembered my glasses today. Something I've been missing on a lot of my streams. Always complain about it. Well, to be honest, I didn't remember my glasses. My fiance did. I was about to walk out the door and she came over and she just like put them on my head. Because she's been hearing me complain about it. Come on, guys. We can do this. Don't need to stand still. Cool thing is I could actually go through and maybe solo all the mobs myself. I don't know about the boss, but I can definitely solo the mobs, which I think is really neat about Holy Paladin. There she is. The dragon that will take us to victory.
What brings you here? Be careful.
I went into a discussion thread today. Somebody on Facebook posted the data mined images, and by the way, I don't really know if it's a spoiler. It's a minor cosmetic thing that has apparently been found. So apparently Blood Elves might get a different customization option where they can change their skin color. So they get, you know, a dark skin color. And, you know, I think a lot of people were, you know, really happy about those changes because they wanted to play something with a different skin color. The only problem with those images that they data mined is that it looks like, you know when a white person tans too much? That's kind of what it looked like. Like, you know, I'm all in for adding in, you know, darker skin tones and stuff, but I think there has to be an explanation behind it. And it has to look okay. It shouldn't look weird. So what you would see in the comment section of that post was, you know, some people were really happy with it, other people were really dishappy with it, and I think a lot of people had a really hard time saying why, like putting it into words, like why they disliked it. And then, you know, over half the messages were people screaming racist at all the people who were, you know, against it. And it's a very odd term to use racist so easily. You know, this is a fantasy game. There's elves in here. And, you know, I realized that some of these different races are made up, like Worgans, elves, you know, they don't exist in real life. So, of course, you know, if it's a made-up thing, then you can just do whatever you want. But there's sort of a theme when it comes to, like, the different fantasies. Like a dwarf, for example. You wouldn't make a dwarf, you know, 3 meters high, because that doesn't fit in with the dwarf fantasy. It has to fit in with what people know already. Why are people not using the green rings? It has to fit in what fits with it. So when you make somebody like a dark skin color, but you typically don't see the race having a dark skin color in all of the fantasies, it can tick people off the wrong way. But I think what has been data mined so far has been the regular blood elves, like not a subspecies of elves, but just like the regular blood elves with the green eyes and everything from the northern part of the world, having darker skin tones. Which doesn't really tie in lore-wise. Like, there has to be an explanation for it, I think. It could be, you know, dark elves or something from maybe the further south of the world, which could be an explanation. But, you know, it's been data mined, so, you know, there's no explanations to why they could have those skin colors. The problem people had was they still had the green eyes, you know, indicating blood elves, which doesn't make sense, because, I don't know. According to the lore, if you actually read up on the lore on what differentiates blood elves from high elves, it actually specifically says that because of the transformation they went through, they have lighter skin tones than high elves. So, you know, if Blizzard is making darker skin-toned elves on the Horde side and calling them blood elves, then they're kind of rewriting their own lore, like just making it up as it goes, which is a little bit weird. Like, again, I'm all in for darker skin tones, but I think it should be, you know, like a subspecies or something that makes sense. And even then, what would be the reason for joining the Horde, not the Alliance? They're more closer to high elves than blood elves, because blood elves have like a bloody history, which is why they're blood elves and why they joined the Horde. Like, the Alliance didn't want them anymore. I don't know. There has to be some arguments there. And again, it's been data mined. We're not even sure if it's even a thing. It might just be experimental things that, you know, wasn't supposed to be seen. Now, the next problem is that people have seen it, So if they remove it again, and you don't get darker skin tones once Shadowlands comes out, there's a lot of, you know, a subgroup of people in the world that are going to be very upset because they thought it was going to become a thing. But I don't know, I just thought it was really fun that people were screaming out racist at people. Having an opinion that when it comes to a fantasy game, you know, where elves has been depicted in a certain way throughout pretty much all fantasies when it comes to elves, and then being upset because they changed it apart from that, it's not racist, it's just having an opinion. It doesn't become racist until you actually start unnecessarily throwing in the racist card. Like, that's how racism like stays alive. That's when people start calling things racist just because they can pull that card. And those are also the types of people who don't understand what racism is. If they can just pull that card of basically something meaningless like a night elf skin. It's a very dangerous word to throw around. If you get labeled as racist, it becomes weird. Like, you actually, it's a dangerous label to have on you. It lost it's lost all meaning now. The with the races. And hey, Pen. I don't know, I just thought it was weird. Like, it was a really weird discussion with a really weird theme where, you know, people of lighter skin color like myself have to be really careful of not stepping on anyone's toes, because then suddenly we're racist. It's a really, really weird discussion that just like the majority of people were only commenting on that post to call people racist instead of, you know, giving out some sort of valid argument for liking or disliking the skin tone. Yeah, the term racist? Yeah, it has lost meaning because people are just using it. And again, you know, it's lost. I think the you know, calling somebody a racist, I don't think the actual term has lost meaning in terms of, you know, if I get called a racist, then, you know, I will be labeled a racist. But the term has lost meaning in the sense that people just use it needlessly without thinking about who they're actually calling a racist. But once they call you that, it has a meaning on the person who's been called it. So it's a really nasty sort of word that, you know, is just really dangerous, I think. Yeah. And that is true, Skepsis. A lot of people do get offended. It was actually funny. I wrote a message, just like you know, a short message with my opinion on it. And one person came in to argue with me. Like, a bunch of people were agreeing with me, but then there was one person who came in to argue. Oh no, I forgot to turn in the quests. One person came in with a really passive-aggressive tone to their message, saying, well, you know, Worgans are made up and blah blah blah. So of course, you know, you can just make up anything in a fantasy game. This one person came in and wrote that, and I just, like, you know, hovered my mouse on their profile image to see who they were, because sometimes you can just get subtle hints to their personality type. The person had a profile image of, you know, all the different genders with like a fist in the middle, like a circle, and then the gender sticking out. And the person had, you know, like a really toxic boomer banner on their Facebook page. And in relationship status, it said, it didn't say in relationship with, it was a woman who was in relationship with another woman, but she wasn't in a relationship with her. She was in a domestic, what did she call it? A domestic relationship. Well, I think she said relationship. She didn't say it was like her girlfriend or anything. You know, I don't know. She used a really weird term for it. She wanted to be seen as a special person, basically. You know that image you have of a feminazi, you know, with the glasses on, like screaming with like the veins popping out of their head and the round glasses? That's the vibe her Facebook account was giving off. So I immediately said, you know what? I'm not gonna touch this. I'm not gonna get into an argument here because you know, I'm. It's not something you can win. It's really dangerous. Domestic partnership. Exactly. That's what she said. What? You know what? I haven't actually done this. I want to look it up. Okay, so a domestic partnership is an interpersonal relationship between two individuals who live together and share a common domestic life, but are not married to each other or anyone else. I don't know. I think it's a really weird thing to post on Facebook. And I'm sorry if anyone has that status on Facebook watching this. I don't know. I just think it's a bit weird. Usually it's because they have no argument, hence they revert to name calling. For example, back in the day, you would be labeled a heretic for refusing to convert to Christianity. Just turn these in. Essentially, it's the same mindset. And it is. Oh, okay. Interesting fact here. You enter domestic partnership after 7 years or so in most states in the US. Oh, okay. So that's actually become a thing. They don't have to be engaged or like a, you know, in a relationship. You just become labeled as a domestic partnership. That's interesting. What are people doing? Realize we don't have stealth, all of us, right? At the end of the day, it should be you do you and I do me. Yeah, exactly. Yikes. I remember this one. This one has that really annoying boss at the end where people always wipe. Can't heal faster than this. Oh, I got a bubble thing. I need to make a, like, put in the macro for that one because that's really useful. Somebody's dying. You know what? I'm gonna start attacking too. Clearly, I do just as much damage as everyone else, so let me just do it. But anyways, getting away from racist topics, because, you know, it was, I don't know, it's just a weird discussion to have, like, start the morning off with. Let's talk about something else. I saw Asmongold yesterday in his alpha with Shadowlands. Is it just me? Like, usually when I watch Asmongold, it's doing specific types of content. It's Mount Offs, it's you know, transmog competitions, it's maybe they do classic stuff together. When it comes to classic, he's very quick to pull the you know, everything sucks about classic about retail card. I don't know, he was going through Shadowlands and he seemed very excited about it. He even did stuff and you could tell on him. He was very excited to do it. But I don't know if he's expecting that his viewers are expecting him to dislike retail. So, you know, he had to say some bad things from time to time. It was awesome watching him wipe at one point, like right at the beginning. He said, "Oh yeah, this is so easy. Like there's not even a challenge here." Then he wiped, and suddenly he started hiding behind another guy that was in the, you know, just a random guy that passed by. He let him do most of the fighting. I don't know. It was kind of fun. I'm kind of excited for what I saw. He went into the first dungeon in Shadowlands. I think it's the first one. And it seemed to be very good. Like it seemed quite awesome. It has some really awesome mechanics to it. It was, you know, there was some crowd control too, which is a thing that I've actually wanted to have more of in this game. I know people play Classic, say, well, Classic has crowd control in dungeons. You should play Classic then. But, you know, it's not really the same. I'm a retail guy, so I want to have crowd control in retail. I'd like for them to Classic-fy retail a little bit more from what I've seen, because there are some concepts in Classic that I really like. Oh. People are dying really fast. What is wrong with the tank? Is he pulling too much or something? I'm running out of mana here. I have no mana left. I don't even think I can... Yeah, he's dead now. I have no mana. Aha. Interesting. Wrong button. Oh, the rogue is pulling. I read all classes will have them in Shadowlands. Wait, didn't he get resurrected? The rogue just pulled again. Okay, you know what? Yeah, he got kicked. Really a childish rogue. He was told not to pull. He got mad and pulled everything, and then he died. And left. So what are you reading that everyone is gonna have? Crowd control? Oh, that's awesome. They did say, from what I remember, that retail, they were trying to get a little bit more of those classic feelings into retail, making things a little bit harder. They said that, was it Mr. Pandaria? Like, there was a previous expansion where, you know, things were difficult, and then they made it easier, so casuals could, you know, start playing, or at least a larger majority of people could play without feeling, you know, hold on. Where's the tank? Tank? Oh, that's him. Okay, now we're fine. I didn't see he was the tank. So a larger majority of people could play the game. And then they came out with an expansion later. I think it was Mr. Pandaria, where they made things a lot more difficult to, you know, to sort of tone back the, you know, just killing mobs without having to even think about surviving because it's so easy. And, you know, that's what people wanted. They told Blizz. And then suddenly when they made those changes, the other majority that joined when the game became easier, they didn't want it so difficult, so they had to turn it back again. So they're talking about making it more difficult again in Shadowlands. Started playing WoW right after the Burning Crusade, and I've enjoyed most of the changes to the game over the years, so Classic holds no interest to me. Me neither. I have a friend who, right now, I think does nothing but play Classic. It's not really something that's, like, I tried it just to see what it was, you know, just to kind of experience the thing that people experienced back in the day. But I only tried it for a few hours, and then I was like, you know what? I have more fun retail. But I'd like to see, you know, I hear a lot of those stories from people when they go into a dungeon, you know, back when they just started playing WoW, when it was difficult and everything, and crowd control was a crucial part of a dungeon run. Like, you couldn't go through the dungeon if you didn't control the crowds throughout the whole thing. Like, the mage had to root some, the rogue had to sap some, you know, you couldn't just pull all of them because then you'd wipe. And I think that's really interesting. I want something like that. Something where you have to communicate a little bit just to go through the content. Like, don't just like mindlessly run in and kill mobs and then you'll be fine, you know. Kind of like I'm doing right now. Like, we're not really having a struggle. We're just going through one at a time, killing mobs, not controlling them. We're just attacking, and they will die, and we're gonna be fine. So it's kind of a weird thing. Use some difficulty. I need a target, he says. Oh, he actually knows the right way. For people who has the quest. Did I think I forgot to... I think I forgot to turn in the quest, because I think I turned it in at the beginning of this dungeon run. So I don't have to do this quest, but they do, so, you know. Can't just say that I'm allowed to turn in and they can't. We have to do it. For the sake of the team. One of the things that I noticed too about Shadowlands, there was a particular zone in, I think it was only Bastion they were running around in, which I'm fine with. I don't want to get everything spoiled. So just seeing them just in one zone, the same zone that we've seen in a BlizzCon when they announced it, it was really neat. One of the places reminded me of the last scene in Gladiator. You know, when he... Gladiator's been out so many years now, I can spoil stuff. If you haven't seen Gladiator, you know, go do it now, basically. There's one particular area that kind of looks like the field that Maximus, is that his name? You know, he's walking in it, going down to greet his family. You know, it looks just like that. And I don't know if they took inspiration from that, but it looks so much like it. Which fits Shadowlands, because it's the realm of the dead. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a character there that had the name Maximus or something, and you saw him with his family. That would be really awesome if you had that as an Easter egg. Half my mana is gone. Interesting. After this run here, I have to check Facebook really quick. Got a message on there. And I am not the type of person who sees a message and then leaves them hanging for too long. I'm gonna do it a little bit now because I'm in a dungeon, but I wanna reply. See, this is moments when I waste my mana. This feels awesome when you get those crits in. You know, usually you don't heal that much when you do Holy Shock, but once it crits, it's basically just like a full health cast. Really awesome. Warrior? He's AFK, he's just standing down there. Is he staying down there because he's done the quest already? If he's gonna tell me now that he didn't join us because he's done the quest already, I've done it too. Should I just stay back as well? It doesn't seem to follow, so he's not being an ass. Just AFK. He has high damage. But, you know, that doesn't excuse allowing you to go AFK. Are we really gonna vote to kick this guy? Okay, yeah. Gonna vote the same. Oh, okay, he had to go. We kicked him before he managed to leave. I thought that was funny. I'm okay with people like randomly going AFK because they have a real life emergency. Like, that's fine. If he had, as soon as we got to him, just started following the tank the other way, I would have known that he only did it because he didn't want to do that quest up there. Share dungeon quests. A quest? I think I've shared them. Okay, I didn't share them all. Oh yeah, and the new mounts that are coming out, I haven't seen all of them. I just saw like 4. They look pretty good. Like I would grind for them. There's like some of the mounts in there. I think they're from oh, what are they called? The Necropolis area, you know, with the undead and everything. You can get mounts that has like a skull on their head. And I just think that's really cool. Ooh, wow. Ooh, a crit. Ooh, full health. Feels so good. It's kind of annoying when so many people are, you know, leaving and new people are coming in, because I don't get an accurate read on how good my damage is. Now we gotta go this way. Monk Staff of Fire Flash. Oh, it looks awesome. Has some like jade drawings on there or something. Look at this guy. Using up his health as fuel. I started having my doubts about whether my Shadow Priest should come with me into Shadowlands. I tried to look away from the fact that he has healing compared to Mage and Warlock. Because, to be honest, I think the healing with Priest, like there's 2 healing specs. You have the Holy Priest, which I think is the... I want to sit back and relax. I don't want to, you know... I don't want to struggle too much sort of spec. Which is good to have on a spec, but you also want it to be fun. Paladin is fun compared to Priest. But then you have Discipline Priest. And it's I don't know, it's so meant towards people who know what they're doing in a dungeon. And kind of like, you know, if you're talking to somebody on TeamSpeak and everyone know what everyone's doing, in those situations, it's really good. But when it comes to like, you know, pugs, they're terrible. It is a fun spec, Discipline, but it's also, like I said, it's very difficult with random strangers. That is an upgrade. Ooh, but it's versatility. I'm pretty sure my main is going to be this Paladin here. If not this Paladin, then it's going to be my human Paladin. Like, I want to play Paladin. I'm pretty sure of that, because it's... I just like plate more than I like other armor types, and I like healing. Paladin has healing. I love assisting others. So, you know, having all these different assist spells, even as a DPS as Paladin, is just so much fun. So I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be going Paladin. in Shadowlands. And I want to go to Uther. Who does not want to go meet Uther as a paladin? Like, he's the one guy that I am heading straight to see in Shadowlands. I don't care about the other ones as long as I can see Uther. It was my whole reason for getting into Warcraft in the first place, back when I was a kid. I was playing Warcraft 3. I was so sad to see that you had to, you know, kill him as Arthas. Oh no. Well, I don't have infinite cleansings. Okay, you know what? Boom. That didn't do anything. It reapplied! No! Okay, I think keeping the tank alive is priority here. Oh no, I'm being sacrificed. Crap. Crap. Oop. Okay. Make him immune to something. There we go. Cleanse him. Oh no. Oh no. Spending so much mana right now. I don't want to spend too much. I need to have like a an interface that shows when my cleansing is ready. No, don't cleanse me. Okay, so with this, we have to go that way, right? No? Yeah, this way. We have to go into the grass area. Well, like, I'm not gonna keep healing you. If you're gonna be using that fire thing, like, I know you want to keep up with us, but, you know, it's... Oh, mate isn't here. Okay, or we could just all run inside. Oh, Emininsek. Thank you for subscribing. What am I supposed to do here? It just runs in. I'm wholly locked. I can't do anything. Okay. We had a stealth class here, and he didn't go stealth. I'm dead. Oh, wait, we can turn in quests. I'll do that really quick. Somebody left? The mage left. Why did he leave? Okay, so yeah, we can take a can we? Wait, is that? Yeah, this is the tree area. Right. We take a shortcut. No, we cannot. Yeah, he's going. Okay, well, Geronimo. Guys! Wait, you're... Okay, wait, well, no, the rogue doesn't have the slow falling thing. Not slow falling. What's it called? Fall damage reduction. Oh, this is the place he has to go to. So we just like basically went all the way across. People are asking if this dungeon can be skipped like entirely, but no, you have to kill the other bosses too. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be interactable. People are talking about if you can interact with the ancient back there, if you don't kill some of the bosses. Oh wait, no, you need the beacon on you. Oh hey, Fenrir. Okay, so are we gonna take the trash mobs on the way down, or are we gonna jump? Is my question. Warlock, like, why are you doing that right now? Guess we are taking the stairs. I'm doing good. How about you? Doing a little bit of, Is that that's a suicide rogue. Kick him. Wait, we can't kick him? No, that's a suicide rogue. Oh no! Why is he joining us? Why can't we kick him? Oh, this is terrible. So for people who don't know, at the beginning of this dungeon here, there was a rogue who just kept pulling, and he was draining my mana, and he was making the group wipe. You know, a rogue, because it's typical behavior for a rogue. And he's back now. Cause like we kicked him, and now he's back. Like, how does the system work? How the heck is a rogue invited back in after we kicked him the first time? Oh, a plus 21. Oh, so you're a much higher level than me in, you know, that type of content. At the moment, I'm not really doing any sort of mythic pluses. It's eco-friendly. What is he talking about? The tank says it's eco-friendly that he's here. Oh, about the suicide thing. Yeah, well, he wasn't talking about the rogue being back. You know what? I'm not gonna heal the rogue. I don't care. I'm not gonna heal the rogue. Gonna be an ass, you're gonna get treated like an ass. Have I been healing him this whole time? Hope not. Maybe, come on, please kick him. You cannot initiate. Please kick him, somebody. Can people not kick him or something? You know, had this not been a rogue, I wouldn't have been this. I wouldn't have been like crucifying this much. I can't believe he got to finish the dungeon. Man, what an ass. Do I have quests to turn in? I do have one. Teleport out. I still don't understand. How does the Blizzard dungeon finder system work so that when you kick a person, he then later joins the same group again? There was a reason he was kicked in the first place. Inventory is full. You don't have to heal Druid all the way. Just get the 1 stack on him. If you use Barkskin and Frenzy Regeneration, then you're fine. I think it's just nice to see everyone at full health. As you can see, I'm clearly not a Mythic plus 21 goer. I make, what do you call it? I make those rookie mistakes when it comes to healing. I wouldn't really call them mistakes, but habits. I make rookie habits when it comes to healing. Oh, I have that one too. So, almost level 50. I'm walking is the thing right now, so if we can level 11 more levels. Well, 10. Almost full level here. Then I should be able to do time walking. And fly. Important. I would probably need an add-on to see what people are using when it comes to defensive cooldowns.
What can I do for you?
I'm glad for the help. I do want to get good at healing. Something I think is crazy about seeing some people is... Which one's faster? Just go gold. I think it's crazy to see some people that PvP and they, you know, when you kind of know, like when you break something down to being a very scientific thing, where like, let's say I use bubble to protect myself because somebody's almost killing me. I'm almost dead. An expert in PvP would look at me and tell me 20 different ways I could have done better and, you know, use spells in a more efficient way. But me as a person who is not, you know, an expert, just sit here and think, you know, what the heck are they talking about? I don't see it. I like this dungeon. One of my favorites. Oh, right. Hold on. Facebook. My fiance is sending me photos of her giving food to the turtles that we got. I tried to go into a, what was it? A Mythic plus 4, I think. And, you know, I was the item level for it, I would say. Like, I wasn't like a low item level. But I was, you know, decent item level. I think I was 444 item level for plus 4. I think that's decent. I mean, I'm not an expert, but it could be. So we were waiting and waiting and waiting, and just there was just no tanks showing up for the group. I was queued up as a healer, and I decided, you know what? Okay, so I'll ask the group, do they want me to go tank? Because I can do it. I won't be perfect at it, but I can do it. And oh, level 50. Then once we got in, immediately things were just going wrong, and I don't know, one of the guys in there who who seemed like a Mythic Plus pro person. He wanted people to link their Rio and everything for joining, and I thought that was kind of weird. I didn't link my Rio, but he wanted the DPS to do so. He told me that because I wasn't carrying tank Azerite traits, I would get destroyed. I did get destroyed, but you know, I didn't really think that Azerite traits meant that much when it came to content. I feel like I should still be able to do it, but clearly I can't. So I went in there and we wiped again and again and again. It wasn't always my fault, but you know, half the time it was. And it was just not going very well. Yeah. Easy. Wait, all right, my inventory is full. Oh, carry that one. Take the shrooms out. And that thing. Fenrir, when it comes to like healing, do you recommend any add-ons for telling what sort of cooldowns the tank is using? I'd like to know, like, I'd like to be able to see. Oh wow. I'd like to be able to see when he uses cooldowns. I'll just read your message in just a second. Hold on. There's a lot of pulls here. Who's pulling all these? Usually we don't pull this many. Like in other runs I've done. And I don't have a lot of my abilities, which I really hate. So mainly what you can do on every party member, get on every party member one stack. If you see them all at full health, you can focus on DPS. Because Paladins don't use mana, so you can just be in trouble. Fun. It sounds like it's really good advice, but I can't read and fight at the same time. Or heal. Oh yeah, there's a book in here we need. So mainly what you do, get on every party member one stack. When you say one stack, what do you mean? Wait, the book should be in here. Something should be in here. Altusat's deep knowledge.
Oh, it takes some real stones to challenge the mistress of illusion. Well,
If you see them all at full health, you can focus on DPS. Because Paladins don't use mana, so you can't be in trouble with mana. Are you talking Shadowlands now? Because I know that Holy Power is coming back to Paladins as healers. But right now, when it comes to a BFA, Paladins do use mana for healing.
a bit dizzy.
Oh, there she is. I don't even know if stacks is like a term that is general use, that I just don't know. Or if it's like a pro mythic plus runner thing to say. Oh, we did get the book. Okay.
My dear, it appears we have visitors.
They have mana, but I don't use it. Don't I? Well, I do use mana for my
Make yourselves useful
what do you call it?
summoners.
My heals. Like right now, you can see the mana is going down.
To empower my summoners further.
I mean, they're very mana efficient, I know, but they do use mana.
What's the matter, boss? Getting tired?
Never stop hunting your kind, necromancer. Never.
I don't even know if that was necessary.
The weaving of flesh and bone and soul.
Revel so much in death once I've ripped out your
Wait.
throat.
Oh, okay, so I clicked the bone thing. Maybe I wasn't supposed to? I won't click anymore. I'll just leave them.
You are beautiful, boss. Have you looked in a mirror recently?
Pay for your tongue.
Who are we killing? Are we killing the bone weavers? Yeah, we are, okay.
My dear, you should embrace this gift that has been bestowed upon you.
Let you curse another soul with this nightmare. Run, necromancer. Your life ends once I catch your breath.
Come, boss. Your fate
There we go.
awaits you.
What is it you ask?
Did I pick up the bone stack? But everyone has it? I think everyone should have one. Yeah, people are picking it up. If I watch my palette, I use nothing to a little bit of mana, but mainly my mana bar is full. That is how people say, like, when you play Paladin. Like, that is how they say you should do it. If you go after, what is it called, Glimmer of Light build, then you should mainly be using Holy Shock for all your healing. So you're gonna work on getting free procs of Holy Shock, reducing the damage, or reducing the time it takes for Holy Shock to be ready. But you mentioned something previously about stacks. So mainly what you do is to get on every party member one stack. If you see they all have full health, then you focus on DPS. Because what I do here, I know there's two builds. There's one where you are just kind of a little bit more passively sitting back, healing. And then there's one where you constantly try to get procs with Holy Shock. Beacon of Light. Yeah, that is probably what it's called, the other one. Oh no, did I just... Crap. I think we're fine. Okay, so Beacon of Light is a stack. The thing about it though is the tank is mainly the one that takes damage. So you know when there's one stack of Beacon of Light on the tank.
Did you forget, girl? I am the Dark Master. I command the
I never understood this part.
I won't let you.
Yeah, even though there's Beacon of Light on the tank, when I use Flash of Light, is that what it's called? Holy Shock. I keep forgetting the name. When I use Holy Shock on enemies, it doesn't heal the tank. It would have been an interesting mechanic if it did. But yeah, like you said, like when everyone is at full health, then I just focus on DPSing. I do it even though they're at full health.
It is time for your transformation.
I have a very aggressive playstyle, and I don't know if I'm doing that correctly. Like, mainly when I go in, you can see it from now. Ignore pain and last stand.
Before he can.
Oh, that was quick. What? He says.
Romancer!
The bones! You rat!
Usually what I do is once I get to max level. Oh, new gauntlets. They look nice. They look really nice. Once I get to max level. Not even max level. What is that? My row level 100 talents. I usually take the Beacon of Virtue instead of Beacon of Light. Use those for emergency times. And then I just focus on using Holy Shocks on the tank as I'm doing it. Okay. AoE! Oh, this is not good. Okay, maybe I should... Oh no, I don't have the macro set up. Sometimes I'll even use Flash of... Holy Shock it's called. I don't know why I keep forgetting it. Sometimes I use Holy Shock on myself, and then I will spam Light of the Martyr on the tank. If his health is just like really fast going down. You know what? Let's get that macro out there. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Because it's very mana efficient. And keeping myself alive with Holy Shock if I'm barely taking any damage just seems like a really neat little trick to do. Finally, he says.
If you haven't come to study,
I like this next boss fight. It's one of those where if you're a healer and you know you don't really, you're not used to attacking as a healer, you haven't even set up your attack buttons in the bar, you're gonna struggle a bit in this section here. Any guides to recommend is on the Guide of Smuck. Guide of Smuck. I've never heard that before. Is it the YouTuber called Smuckamuck? Because he does a lot of paladin healing. Hey, I was the one who got caught. R1 healer. What does that mean? Rating 1? I'm guessing? Hey! Rank 1. Let me see. I want to check this guy out. Oh, don't be too loud. Have I seen this guy before? I think I've seen his intro somewhere. Okay, so Mythic Plus Holy Paladin Guide. Season 4. I don't know how loud this is.
And a lot of you guys have been
Not very.
Holy Paladin guide from Plus, so here it is. I just want to say that this guide is going to be my playstyle and what I do. Some people might have like different opinions or
He has very low audio for some reason.
style, but I'm going to go through what I do. And in this guide, we're going to go through the talents, stats,
Okay, hold on.
Azurite traits, essences, trinkets, consumables, healing rotation.
What am I doing?
weak
System.
damage rotation, macros, and corruption. So let's just head into it.
I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's very low.
And for the talents, you definitely want to go with Crusader's Might in order to reset your holy shocks as fast as possible and apply as many glimmer as possible, which we're gonna get into in the Azerite traits.
Yeah, so he is. It's very interesting to see because when it comes to talents, I kind of have the same setup as him with the Glimmer of Light.
It's gonna be reduced to 42 seconds, and then your land hands.
I can tell why he uses this one. That's just so he can get more of those off. Blinding Light, I've never really gotten to function. That's what he recommends. Because it kind of requires that you are talking to your party members, because you can't just use it. Because if everyone is dealing AoE damage, it's just going to nullify what you're doing. That one is good. That's the same choice that I do.
So you need to be careful with this one. But mainly Blinding Light.
I
Fist of Justice,
think
you can
this
do it
is...
like an underrod in order to like stun the swarmers. They hurt a lot on high keys for sure. So Blinding Light.
I don't remember this is the one that I usually use. I think it is.
For the fourth row here, Devotion Aura, in order to...
Then this one, like this is where like we have different ways to do it. Like I choose Beacon of Virtue because if there's a AoE situation where, you know, people need AoE healing, this one is just like the best thing ever. I do have Light of Dawn, but it sucks. It's like the worst AoE of the game. I don't see how people can use it and recommend to use it.
Holy Prism is not really good.
Divine Purpose, I have switched between these two, but I just found that it really depends. Like, because if you choose Divine Purpose, then you can focus on your party members, whereas the Beacon of Virtue is, you know, you lose your Beacon of Faith, or what is it called? Beacon of Light.
You're gonna need because of the Glimmer build. For the last column.
So, you know, I might experiment a little bit more with this one, because I was quite happy with it. I loved, because you get those free procs quite frequently. It says 20% chance. Those 20% happens very often. I was quite happy with it, and it was really powerful. But in, like I said, in AoE situations, and I think it has a lot to do with if you're doing what do you call it, pugs with random people. There's a higher tendency for people to step in stuff they're not supposed to. So AoE healing is more required in those situations. But if you're with a bunch of people that you know in a dungeon, and everyone is doing what they're supposed to, and you can tell them, you know, Jonas, please step out of that fire or something, you know, then the AoE damage is not going to be as difficult to heal. In high keys, it's less, to be honest. I've never really, you know, dabbled into high keys that much. I think the highest I've ever done is a +7. And that was with my monk. When you say it's less, to be honest, are you talking about the AoE, like the amount of AoE you need to heal? Oh, I have to go all the way over here. I'll subscribe to this guy. I wanna check him out. Oh, so from his banner, I can tell he plays priest. He plays paladin, warrior, monk, and druid. So he plays 5 different classes. Most of his recent ones are paladins. Oh yeah, if you scroll further down, it starts becoming druid. And he has a hunter one. Oh, standing in shit. Well, that is a good valid point. Like, people wouldn't be doing high keys if they didn't know how to stay out of stuff. So, you know, that is a very good reasoning behind choosing Divine Purpose compared to Beacon of Virtue. Because, you know, when you get to those high keys, I have a feeling that people start checking people's Rios, you know, to see if they know what they're doing. Because if they don't, you know, they're not going to get invited in. It's really weird. Like, if you actually have a really coordinate group together, as soon as a new patch comes out, you can very quickly become like super overgeared compared to everyone else if you have the right group to do Mythic Plus runs with. Let's put on some music again. Whereas, you know, a person like me who does pugs struggle when it comes to getting good loot. Oh, I have an idea that's really good. From what I've seen, I don't know what my Rio is. Is there like a way to check it? Somebody said they checked it. Radar.io here. So if I go in and check, let's see. What does it say? Is that my score there? It's so low. That can't be my score. Where do you see the score? Is my score really 57? Like, my character that I'm checking is Torkild. I'll put it in the chat so you can spell it. I think I just have 57 in Rio score. And I've only done 1+5 time walking. Oh, not time walking. Mythic Plus. Teacher Borales, and it took 20 minutes. Yeah, I got a 57 score. I mean, you know, compared to the world, I'm only, you know, rank number 300,669. So,
Well met.
could probably do a little bit better. But then again, I'm not really the person who does a lot of it. Leveling. This is just easier, you know, having a guide to tell you what to do. So it wants me to talk to what? That's good. Wait, I'm already here. There you go.
Looking for something specific?
Yes. Please let me stay here. Just for a little while.
Need help? Be careful.
It would actually be kind of interesting. Does it reset every single what is my character called? No, that's my what is my character called? Hold on, I want to check out what my monk is called. Because I've done most Mythic Plus runs with my monk. But it's not this current season. Oh, it's Gumloth. Alright. A 46 score. Oh, there's a best Mythic score in Season 3. I got 254. That's okay. You know, maybe not for other people, but to me, that is quite okay. The thing that I think is a bit weird when it comes to doing Mythic Keys is that I've been told that everything scales. You know, so, you know, you get better gear, you're able to do high Mythic Keys. But it kind of feels like the curve is not like this. You know, like higher gear, higher Mythic Keys. It kind of feels like it's more of a, you know, like that. So it becomes more difficult still. So there's like also a skill aspect to it. Oh man, level 31. You're so far behind. Feel bad for him. I remember when I was 31.
What's your story?
What's your story? If you start out in the as a worgen, you actually meet Tobias Mismandel. Like, he's one of the people that you have to do like a solo mission with. He doesn't remember you if you come back here in quest. I think that's weird. So let's queue up for one more. 52. What I'm aiming. What? Says I'm human. That's not true. Is that the dwarf icon? I think it is. Oh, this is a dwarf. I deleted a character and I created this guy and used the same name. So, you know, my human character that I deleted is now the info that's written here. I'm gonna say, that seemed weird. Oh, I am in a guild. Huh.
What can I do for you?
Oh, wait, you want me to go inside? Yeah, you want me to go outside. Oh, hey there. Oh, it's a rogue. How odd wouldn't it be if that was the same rogue that joined us? The run. Why did you throw that one? He was dead already. We need to... Yeah, I do need to kill these. Come on. There you go. In my experience, sometimes if they're fighting each other and you kill one of them, the other one, for some odd reason, returns to full health and resets. And then starts fighting you. So you have to kill them at the same time. Again? You know what? Let's just take care of that bag. Don't want any dirty stuff in the bag.
You like?
Oh, that's... Hold on, there's a bunch of stuff that's better here.
Farewell.
I mean, the other one has haste. Yeah, I thought so. I was going to recommend you that one. I will ask. I will ask if I got questions. Good to get some pro tips. No, I'm selling stuff. No. Not yet. I'm not ready.
Good fortune to our friends.
Versatility? Critical strike and haste is also what I had heard when it came to Holy Paladin. I think it's also haste when it comes to what is it called? Retribution Paladin. Oh, crit is bigger than haste. Actually, I knew that. I just didn't think for a second. If you have a few holy shock procs, then they have to crit. Like, that's very important. When it comes to Red Paladin, I think it's haste and versatility. Was it also crit there? Don't remember. Oh wow, everyone's losing health. Where's everyone? Oh, he just ran off. Oh wow, what is going on this run? Why people dying? This is dying in my opinion, like people having half health. Oh, it's mostly versatility for DPSs? Or just, you know, Paladin DPS. What is going on here? Why are they dying so fast? What is going on? I have no mana. Can you tell what is going wrong here? Because I can't. Are they pulling too many mobs? I don't have anything to drink. I have no mana. That's health. I was kind of hoping that something dropped something. They don't use their healing ability. I have heard that Death Knights, when they don't have their mastery yet, are very annoying to heal. Can't tell if it's also because they're pulling too much at one time. Like, he's just running through. Which makes sense if we can take care of it, but clearly I can't. And you're right, focusing on the DPS instead, like, the tank will heal himself. So, that was a good tip. My screen with my chat is over there, so I'm pointing at you that direction. But they're not using the defensive spells either. Man, he's pulling a lot. He wipes. Not gonna blame me. He can just try. Because it doesn't feel like this is my fault. You know what? Just focus DPS. He can keep himself alive. Anything? Mana flask? Yes! Ocean of mana. Thank you. Oh, I leveled! Neat. I was like, why does it say I have full mana? I was just like, completely drained. Oh, what is he writing now? Is the tank gonna be really toxic about things now? Why are we standing still? Don't pull. Don't you dare pull. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stay back. Oh no, then a group together. Then the same guild. Why are you doing that? Why? To help someone out a learning. With the AFK thing? Uh-oh. Stream is getting low. No? Oh! It's actually recommending me to turn up my audio settings. The thing is weird because they are like the highest. Is he a prot tank right now? What is going on? Oh, he's red. Oh, okay, he's back now. I was gonna say, if he was gonna start, you know, grinding my gears about my healing, I'll just leave. But come on, it's a panda in a pajamas. They can't possibly be toxic. Oh, hey, Pepsi Dog, welcome back. You know, sometimes some usernames are just weird to welcome. It could be that he's helping out his friend. Maybe they're leveling together, him and the Paladin. When do I get my my wings? Oh, it's not till level 80. When do I get the talents? Level 75. Huh. Interesting. No, I actually haven't. Are they out? I'd like to see it. After this dungeon here, I'll Google it. I might even put it on screen. We can check it out together. I'll check them out right after this one, because I'm very interested in seeing like specifically that when it comes to the next expansion. Really interested in seeing customizations. Theka the Martyr? Is he a boss? So weird. Is he dead? Oh, he's still here. after I stopped focusing on healing the tank, like primarily with my Paladin, things went a lot smoother. Because, I mean, he has Beacon of Light. It's a waste of healing. Healing him all the time. Oh yeah, there's a boss here. When did the customization options come out? Kind of like, I feel like that's one of those things that people would be like screaming the loudest about. But I've only like, people have only been sharing mounts and stuff. Oh, really? Interesting. I'll definitely check it out after this one. Ooh, missed the tank. Taking some damage there. Yeah, he starts to use his cooldowns. You're right. He does, you know, start focusing on saving himself. Oh, okay. Only 3 races. Can I guess which ones? I'm guessing Dwarf, Troll, and Human. So the exact same ones that we saw in BlizzCon. Like, do they show more customization options than the one at BlizzCon, or is it just the same? Nope. Really? Oh, okay. Let me guess 3 other ones then. I'm not looking at the chat yet. I was so sure that was going to be it. Okay, so I'm not getting, like, guessing it's going to be an allied race. I'm saying Gnome, Draenei. No, hold on. Not Gnome. I'm going to say Draenei, Tauren, and Orcs. How many did I get right? Man, told me not to get hyped. But you succeeded in doing so anyways. No? What level am I? I'm only level 52. So I can't do time walking yet. I'm soon there. I'm soon in time walking. You know, it's going really fast. Yeah, go on then. What are they? Let's hear it. Showing off your mount. No, this is just regular. I'm aiming to get to time walking. Wait, it's not level 60. When is time walking? What level is that? I don't know why I thought it was level 60. Crap. You know what? Of course I use my immunity like right as I don't need to use it anymore. Worgen, pandas, and blood elves. Oh, I'm actually excited about seeing the blood elves. Pandas, that surprised me, but I'm also really excited about seeing the Worgens. No Pepsi Dog? Is he not saying the right ones? Is he trolling? You know, you realize it's not April's Fools right now, right? That was a while back. Do this. Oh yeah, the prisoners are gonna turn on me afterwards. I forgot about that part. Let me check it out really quick. So what is it? What am I gonna search? Ooh. Wowhead. New character customization. I want to check this out. Stop fighting. Okay, so these are the ones we saw in at BlizzCon. The ones I just opened up here. So it's not the right one then. Yeah, this is 2019. No, these are ideas. Come on, I want to see the right thing. I'm gonna search for like sort time. So I'm only gonna see stuff from last night. Settings and search. Kind of hoping we would see Draenei. Last week. Here we go. Blood Elves popping up. All right, actually, I did see the new customizations for Blood Elves. At the beginning of this stream here, I talked about... Sorry about that. I talked about people, like, fighting over it. On Facebook, because the Blood Elves are getting darker skins. I only have the Blood Elves ones. You can't share links in the chat, unfortunately. Huh? Now, I've actually not seen the link. Well, you can make them into Dark Elves, but, you know, it's kind of a weird thing because it doesn't really make sense lore-wise that they have dark skin unless they tanned themselves later, at a later point. Like, the only way that they have dark skin is if they tanned themselves later on. It doesn't make sense lore-wise that they they just have dark skin, like humans can. Because I'm pretty sure that in the lore it states that they have gotten paler skin, the Blood Elves, because of something they did, you know, to make them into Blood Elves, or, you know, to make them separate as Blood Elves. And whatever they did made their skin paler. So, you know, there has to be some sort of explanation there. Oh yeah, Pepsi Dog, were you here for the start of the stream? I covered that subject in depth about people calling other people racist because they might not necessarily like that they have dark skin. I covered it in depth. I'm not gonna get into it again because I ranted for a long time. It's 2020, nothing makes sense anymore. That's true. When I'm looking at the Blood Elf customizations, I'm only seeing skin colors and eye colors. Oh no. Oh no. Don't die. I'm not seeing anything else. Like I want different hairstyles. I want different, you know, facial expressions, like something that looks better. Yeah. Like just adding dark skin to them isn't what what I was hoping for. It doesn't make sense lore-wise. Lore is broken anyways. This is I don't know. It makes sense if it's dark elves, like, you know, giving them, you know, a different, maybe brown eyes with a darker skin, and then they come from a southern region of the world. But having them being blood elves doesn't make sense. Oh, really? I'm actually running out of mana now. Because I'm not using my Glim of Light build. Oh, everyone leveled. Nice. Now we're heading back again. Wait, we didn't do that one quest. Oh, okay. I'll check those out. I don't know. I'm very conflicted about the Blood Elves because, you know, I don't feel like they gave us more customization options. I feel like they gave us one or maybe two types of customization options that both of them breaks the lore majorly. It's not like we're getting different hairstyles or something. And again, it's still too early. Alpha, like what do you call it? Shadowlands isn't out yet. But I just hope that's not the only changes they're getting, because then they're getting screwed over. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, they pulled a lot. Oh, wow. No, 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 no. Everyone died. Crap. This is definitely reset. What? I didn't accept these quests. Okay. Did I? Yeah, I screwed over myself. Someone in Wowhead comments called them Sunwell Dun Elves. Oh, because it's like a tanning bed. Nice. If it doesn't make sense lore-wise, it's about pushing an agenda. It is. It's about giving... This might be a very dangerous thing to say, especially on stream, but the people who scream loudest about racism when there is none, like no racism going on, are usually the type of people that has experienced it a lot more than others. through time. So, you know, when they scream the loudest about having a darker skin color for something it wouldn't even... It's not even a human. We're not even talking about the human species. We're talking about a fantasy elven species. I don't know. Why do they have to be humanized so much that they have to have different skin colors that matches humans in real life? They're not humans. They're elves. There is a explanation lore-wise to why they have the skin color they have. I don't know, it's just... I don't know. Wait, are they pulling like a bunch of stuff? They are. The tank is just running ahead. Why are they... Okay, anyways, you said there was Andoran and Worgen. Here we go. I want to see the Worgen ones. Okay, so while this is happening, what happened? I want to see what happened. I don't have OBS open. Martin Kruse Christensen, a Danish person, I'm guessing, just subscribed. Thank you. Okay, so Worgen customization options. Oh, I like the, Wait, what? Is there a blind one? There's one with closed eyes. Oh, we're finally getting the white one. I don't think Worgens right now can become, like, completely white skins. Like, Gen Greymane. I always wanted to look like him, because he's pretty badass. Yeah, the new fur patterns are amazing. And by the way, when I say, oh, I love that you can have completely white fur, you know, had that been... Again, that's a place where some people, if they keep thinking and casting racism out there, you know, very easily... It could very easily be cast at me there as well. It's not a racist statement. It's just that I like that you can have a specific color fur. On a Worgen. I'm not talking about humans. I'm not sitting here saying that, you know, the only true supreme breed of humans have light hair and, you know, light skin. That's not what I'm sitting here saying. I'm saying that a Worgen, a fantasy creature, it's nice that we can have a white colored fur. Right? But people can choose to interpret it the way that they, you know, their brain is thinking. So yeah, I like the white skin. I definitely like that you can have a mixture of brown and black and gray in the middle. Looks amazing. Oh, and you can have stripes. It looks so cool. I love the Worgen changes. I've only seen the fur colors so far. Okay, so we got some eye changes here. Mainly makeup. Is that makeup? Oh, you can choose makeup for the female Worgens. Not from the male ones, which makes sense, you know. Not saying that guys can't wear makeup, because there's people in the world that likes to. But it makes sense, you know. If you have to take a step down to, you know, and be real for a second, it makes sense. And the new, I'm glad I have a Worgen Druid, because I'm gonna definitely be checking those things out. The female Worgen can go full Karen mode. You sure can. It's the same, kind of the same makeup, but like at the bottom instead of the top. Okay, let's check out the pandas. Not too much into the pandas as a playable race. But you know, it's nice for the people who does like to play them. Oh no. Ah no, I didn't have the I don't have the macro set up for my what is it called? Blessing of Protection. That AoE heal is like the worst thing ever. It doesn't work. There you go. Are we done? Yeah, we're done, right? This was the last one. We've done that one. Yeah, we just need to get back to the... Wait, this is a boss? I didn't see that. Yeah, this was the last one. Teleport out of dungeon and teleport back in. So Pandarans. Why is this not working? There you go. No. Oh, good. If you're in combat, you can't go back in.
Yo, have a good one.
Well, thank you. You too. Okay, so the Pandarans are getting, from what I can tell, more eye colors. Because it doesn't seem like there's any other changes on what I'm looking at besides eye color. At least at the top there. Oh, they're getting more like blue and purple fur color too. You're learning the Holy Paladin healing. Well, that is what I'm doing right now, yeah. Wait, 2 letters? Makes sense. Okay. Okay, so there is some customization options. I'm guessing, you know, looking at all the different races that we just looked at. Well, you guys didn't look at it. I did. I hope you guys looked at the side. I talked about the changes. And so far, it's only been skin colors and eye colors for all of them. Like, that's all that's been. So I'm guessing that there will be some more changes to, for example, Blood Elves besides skin color and eye color. Like the Dwarves and the Trolls, they have so many customizations going on. Only a good thing that there's a lot of changes. WoW has always lacked when it came to customizing your character as an MMO. Because you wanna feel like you're playing a character that you can identify with. When you have basically no changes and you can just like you look like every other player in this game, then it kind of ruins the immersion a little bit. But I'm still very... I don't know what to think about the Blood Elves. The DPS is going good too? Oh, thank you. I feel like I'm catching up to other people, like the other DPS people as a healer. Oh, when you said previously you're learning the Holy Paladin healing, you were saying that I'm doing better. It wasn't a statement. Wolf steak. Yeah, the AoE is amazing. It's the main source of most of my damage. Often I'll just run up and just AoE and then start healing again. Yeah, especially at low level dungeons, they're always number one. Okay, so almost level 54. Why does it have to take so long to level? You know, one thing that is going to like be a thing that I'll try is going to be the leveling experience in Shadowlands. Like, I want to try leveling a new character from scratch with the new system. Oh yeah, Prod Warrior Thunderclap. It's so often you can use it. It's amazing. I like the feeling when you use Warrior. Just like, it doesn't have to be tank, like just the DPSs as well. When you use their abilities, like, it really feels really good. Really, really, really. What an intelligent use of words. It feels amazing when you use like stuff like Thunderclap. Lupus. I think that means moon. You fought away, he says. Can't get any closer. Dusklam, Wolf Steak. Ooh. Are they male or... Yeah, they're male. Can't use it. Well, I can, but I'm not. So, pretty soon I'm going to be level 60. And once that happens, I have to figure out about my heirlooms. Because I do have the ability to go all the way to level 120 with heirlooms. But it's cloth only, so... I was guessing that you were maining a warrior, because you mentioned it a few times. Rested Druid is amazing in PvP. It is always the go-to. I like playing Feral Druid. It's one of those, you know, type classes that... I don't know. I feel like Rogue does what it does a little bit more fun, in a fun way. But they, you know, they work differently, so you can't really directly compare them. No, used the wrong spell. Is that a spider? Too far away. Did I, yeah, I just need to collect from spiders and kill more wolves. I'm excited about trying out, you know, the Divine Purpose talent. Can't quite do ranged yet. Taking a small break from doing dungeons. I feel like the door closed or something. I feel like there's a breeze going on inside my office. Holy Paladin for 10 to 15 keys and Prot Warrior for 19 plus keys. Tanking is one of those things that I think I could get good at, but it sort of requires a whole next level of understanding the dungeons that you're getting into. I mean, you have to understand the dungeons as all members of the party, DPS 2 and everything. But, you know, being a tank, I don't know, it just involves a little bit more, I don't know what to call it. I wouldn't say leadership, knowledge of how to progress in a dungeon. Controlling speed in which the dungeon is getting pulled compared to party members' skills. Yeah. Whereas a healer, I like that I can just sort of, you know, follow troop. Oh, another one. Still need 2 of these. Too far away. When it comes to like tanking, the one tank that I've had the most success with has been Paladin. Paladin tanking to me is just so much fun. I like the self-sustainability you can do. I don't know how it performs in comparison to other tanks, but you know, it's the one that I have had the most success with doing tanking. Can't believe you why do you keep evading it? Alright, Mr. Spider. Yes, last one. Now we just need one more wolf. I think I see one. That's a spider. Yeah, the speed is slow. Yeah, to do the hunting pattern. Yeah, it ran up to the little thing, and then it, you know, because it had to get back in position. Oh, I haven't collected this appearance. A one-handed axe. Ugh. You know what? I'll take it. Okay, let's see how much the quest is actually giving me in XP. With the 100% buff and the 25% for having war mode on, heirlooms. Let's see how much we're getting for one quest. My girlfriend got really frustrated because of it. Yeah, the critters, it is frustrating when you start, like, especially the Paladin, everything's cooldown based. When you attack something and you waste your cooldown, you have to wait for it to come back. Okay, so we're right there, right? How much is that? Let me use my finger here for measurement. 1, 2, 3, 4. So roughly a little bit more than 5 quests is going to give me a level. Depending on the amount of XP, of course, but just like an average quest.
What can I do for you? Have a good one. Need help? Be careful.
Hello. Safe travel.
I like that all tanks and all different the different classes have their pros and cons. One of the things that, like you're talking about, like warrior speed, one of the things that I tried to do when I started experimenting with other classes and I kept running into not knowing what to play. One of the things that or the mistakes that I kept making was I tried to find one class that could do everything. And that doesn't exist. Well, the druid exists. It can do everything, but it doesn't do everything the best. Hey!
Well met.
Oh, I got lay on hands. Oh, that has to go there. Yeah, I'm guessing.
Crunchies, lucky doos and loot.
I don't think I have anything cool. Well, actually, there's some customization options. No, those are back from like the beginning too.
Friend of the trouble. I have many,
I need more
many
bags.
wares.
That is actually a thing I might go do right now because I keep running out of space. Spider cake. I'm gonna save the recipes because who knows, I might need it. Ignore this.
May your feet find good trails.
Yeah, exactly. Hybrid classes are... They have a lot more things. Like if you want to stealth, if you want to range, if you want to melee, if you want to tank, if you want to heal. Like they can do everything. But like you said, they're never like the best at anything.
Can I help you? Farewell.
So close to being level 60. I think all the people that has issues figuring out what they want to main in the game, they always, at some point, end up with Druid. Because they can do everything. I ended up with Druid at some point. And I still love my Druid. But it's not like, I don't know, I feel like like other classes can do stuff the Druid can. More fun, but then, you know, you lose a lot of things. But that particular aspect gets more fun. I don't like balance. I think balance is really boring. Again, it really depends on what kind of player you are. I think balance is boring. I think feral is fun. But again, it's very gear specific. Like if you don't have the right gear with feral, it's completely unusable. If you have the right gear, it becomes really good. So it's very gear dependent. Stuff like a paladin, I can still go into, you know, content with a paladin, with maybe not the best gear. Like let's say like average, you know, I'm not clearly not like a high mythic player because I don't have like the right gear on. I can still perform decently, but feral is just like in the tanker if you don't have the right gear. Gear doesn't matter with feral. In my experience, it's like it changes the feral completely. Like your survivability goes way up if you have the right gear. And if you have critical strike once you ferocious bite, it helps a lot. So I was getting bags. Why does it recommend mead for my dwarf? It is very stat based, but when it comes to Azerite gear, having well, I think you're talking dungeons now, because in dungeons the Azerite trades, you know, having, oh, what is it called? There's one specific Azerite trait that you have to have if you want a PvP with Feral Druid. But you're right, the stats are like the most important thing. But if you want survivability, you have to have a specific Azerite trait. Otherwise, it just doesn't work out. Yeah, the deep sea bag is actually very cheap here. See, where is it? It's 148 gold. I have considered just spam buying it because clearly it's very cheap. I will make more characters in the future. How many can I buy? Out of here. Wait, what? I'm not even buying it. Item was not found. How it works. Okay. Ah, I can almost buy one more. Yeah, Masterful Instincts. That's what it's called. I usually go for 2 Tiger's Fury. Jungle Fury, it's called. Tiger's Fury? It's called Jungle Fury, isn't it? I might be mixing them, them around. The Iron Jaw, I have heard a lot of people say you had to have that as well. I haven't actually looked into what it is. Aww. Switch these around. I'll stick with just those 3. If I got 465 with TD rank 3, but my 475 gear with no corruption, then I'd rather choose to. But yeah, the corruption is crazy right now. I've seen people choose corruption gear with much lower item level, and they just destroy. You know, with the lower item level gear, because it has the right corruptions on it. Right now, if you go into PvP, if you go into arena, just arena skirmishes, you get destroyed instantly. Like, unless you actually meet another group that doesn't have all those corruptions, you get destroyed. Yes. Where is it? There. And I think that's also why I'm not really that focused on gearing my characters in this patch here. I can't stand corruptions. It's the worst mechanic in the game I've ever experienced. I'm not the type of player who complains when it comes to, you know, how how the game functions, mechanics and stuff. But with the corruption system, like, Titan Forging is the lesser evil when it comes to corruption. I would rather go back to Titan Forging.
You need something?
Yeah, let's put that in. Oh. Is there anything here that I don't need? Actually, no, the recipes, let's put them in. I think this is fine.
Go with honor, friend.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here, because I have been streaming for 2.5 hours, and I need some food, and different things needs to be done. I have some work I need to do. I was recording a video right before I started streaming for the other channel that I have, and I think it's turning out to be a good video. I'm trying to make a vlog, like a series of vlogs, where I try to make my first video game, essentially. So I think it's turning out well. So thank you so much for watching the stream. A lot of heavy topics in this stream, I think. A lot, like racism. Let's try not to make that a habit. So yeah, you too. Stay safe and stay indoors. Important.